Hello, my warriors. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Yes, I am waiting. I'm up. So I said, let me do what to do while I'm up bright and early. We're going to continue. Um, we're going to just say relationships. I'm listening out because I'm waiting for a delivery. Okay, that's not it. So if you hear me stop and I look over at the door, I'm listening to see. Got my mask already ready, but I get deliveries at my home. Okay, I'm gonna finish up with last week's, because someone who did see the video said, okay, you got to go more into depth on that. Okay. So what we was talking about last week was how you enter in a relationship, okay? And you starting a relationship that's not complete over yet. It can be for the girl or it can be for the guy. It's not completely over. But I'm more pushing towards the guy perspective. And the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes you will start dating a guy. We're going to go girl this week. You start dating this guy, right? But he's still living at home with his old lady. And you start dating him because he's trying to find a way to get out. That's what he's saying. Or he finds you more attractive than the one at home, and he like different things about you that maybe is different from her. So he's like, okay, it's time for a change. And then what you do? You start believing in him, trusting him that he is not doing anything with the person at home, and that you it's going to be his squeeze from now on. Okay, sometimes that might work because it may be true that that man is trying to get out of there, but he wants to be with his kids. And the thing is, the woman puts that over his head. Listen, you gonna be with these kids. You leave, then you leaving all of us. And that's what women seem to do these days. I see a lot of this on divorce court, on is it his baby or not, all of that kind of stuff. And it's simply because people try to hold on to something that pretty much is not worth being in. Okay? So now you and him is living together. The girl done got over him, probably got into another relationship. So now she's like, okay, you can see him when we are available. Because the new man in her life is going to try to outdo him. And it's so funny, my truck just got here. So I'm going to talk until they come to the door. And then I'm going to pause. But the new woman, or should I say the new guy, it could be new woman, new guy, is out trying to do the last person. And being that they're trying to do that, they're making it to the point where, they really want to be with that person. But they want to show out by buying the kids more than they would normally buy the kids, or doing more for the kids than the woman, so that they can, it's like a keeper situation they're trying to do. But then the absent parent is to the point, well, why I can't be with my child, what's going on, why I always see y'all here when on my days that I'm supposed to pick them up, you and him and them are somewhere else. He's taking them to the zoo. He's taking them to different theme parks. He's taking them out to eat all the time. He's taking them to Fun World. He's taking them all these places because he's trying to show out, he or she, to make the other absent parent look bad. Okay? So, let's go back now. You started in this relationship while he was with his ex. Now you are noticing that when things go bad, he wants to sniff like a puppy dog and see what's out there. So by him sniffing, he finds someone else. So now he's trying to get rid of you, even though y'all really don't have a bad relationship, but he's trying to get rid of you to get to the next person. Because I remember this guy, he gonna kill me if he ever heard of this, but his name was Damien. He was my ex husband's best friend. And Damien always said, oh, he like a variety of women. That's the problem. Because when you do find that perfect one that fits everything, she's not going to want to commit faithfully because of she might see how your record is with other women. Because people get on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and they show they rear ends, okay? They're going to make you look bad. So what you have to realize is, whichever way you came in that relationship, it may be the way you end that relationship. Because you came in while he was still dating someone else. And that's why I had said it about Brooke. Was it Brooke? Brooke and Marcus? I can't think. I think it was supposed to be Brooke and Marcus off of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And when he started talking to Brooke, he was getting out of his marriage. And then he still had a chick that he was talking to, which is a paralegal. And he was dating her too. So it's like he was using the paralegal to get him divorced, and he was dating her and trying to get with Brooke. So you have to be careful because you don't want no drama. So I'm going to pause here because I can kind of hear them coming to the door, and they know that being that my gate is open, that they can come on up. So I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, we was talking about, how, people just start relationships while the other person is still tied, tangled, twisted, locked down, whatever you call it. And that's the biggest problem in this world today. If everybody would start a relationship because they waited until you hear people say, close the chapter. A lot of people do not close that chapter and they begin another relationship. And it's so weird because last night was sisters, and Fatima kept saying that Zach he was still in love with Karen. And I had something in my mouth. I don't really think he's still in love with Karen. I think he's trying to move on from Karen. Ooh, it's morning time, so I'm a little tired, see him. But he's trying to move on from Karen because, Karen made him leave. Karen said, it's over, get out, don't call me no more, type of situation. So he did. So once Karen saw that what she wanted in that man finally hit the jackpot, then, I want my man back. So the only problem was he wasn't able to, what's the word? He wasn't able to financially support her the way she wanted to be supported. So that is the problem in that situation. And what, yes, before they really got started, he ended up trying to get back with Karen, but they was in the midst of, getting that groove on, and the groove got stopped. So to me, I don't think that he bust a nut. So how did she get pregnant? Unless they gonna call it that pre-com situation. I don't know. Because he wanted to finish, she didn't. So in my opinion, I feel Aaron is the father. Period. Now, some of y'all might not watch Sisters, but you need to go watch that. Catch up on it. But that's one of the problems. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. And then another problem, when people start relationships, you know what they do? They try to prove to the other person, I can do this, I can do that, I can love you this way, this is how we gonna be. And then once one or the other say, oh, I got him now, that's when everything slow down. If you start your relationship where you and him, y'all are dining at least 2 times a week, you going out on the weekends doing something, you have date night at home, maybe a movie and a drink, or whatever the case may be. Don't start that relation off the way you plan to get that person, and then once you get them, you don't want to do it no more. That is a problem, because what's going to happen is he gonna get tired, she gonna get tired, one or the other. So that's what people need to look at. Whatever way you start your relationship, make sure that you can continue it. And that goes for me too. That's why me and mine, we be dating. And then you look at Peach McIntyre. I think that's how you say her name. I just call her Peach Patch. They have date nights and they have 5 kids. Okay? So what people fail to realize is you have to make sure whatever way you start, that's the way you're going to finish. Let me turn this alarm off. Sorry, people. Because I do have my alarm set. But that's the way you're going to finish. So that's the biggest problem that people have in this day and time. They start stuff off one way and it ends another way, and that's what ruins their relationship. I'm sorry, the camera going with my, you see what I'm saying, it's wiggling with my hand. So that's what people have to look at. So the 2 facts for today. Facts number 1, do not start a relationship with someone who is still in a relationship. That's facts number 1. I wouldn't even want to be their friend, because that's where it starts. You their friend, they come whining to you about the other situation, or you his friend, you whining to him about the situation. Then the next thing you know, y'all are in a compromise, what do you want to call it, situation, where you got your booty shorts on, your tank top, you just want some attention, and the next thing you know, he come over, and then he's caressing you, and then y'all done went to bed together. Now you think he's yours. Or vice versa. She come there with her little nice dress on, showing everything she got, and then she come to your house, and then the next thing you know, y'all in the middle of it. Gotta stop. Gotta stop completely. Number 2, don't start a relationship off in one way and expect that once you get that person and you and that person is committed to one another, that you can just I think I got a string here. That you can, I know I had some here. I'm like, what is itching my arm? That you and that person, once you get them, then you say, oh, I don't have to take them out twice a week anymore. I don't have to take them to the mall every Sunday anymore. We don't have to go to the flea market every Saturday anymore. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to rotate and do different things, but do not start a relationship off to the point where that person, that's why they love you so much, and then you want to change in the middle of your relationship. That's what makes stuff go sour. You know, you think about it. A person start a relationship off, right? Every time they see that person, say they see them 5 times a week because they're living in two different households. Not saying that they living with somebody else, but they just living in two different households, and they see each other at least 5 days out of the week. Next thing you know, they booty calling 5 days out of the week, but then they move into an apartment together or a house together, and then now you only want to give it to them once a week. That ain't gonna work. Now 5 times a week, that's up to you. But you gotta give it to him. He got to give it to you. You got to give it to him. Have it go at least 3 times a week, and that will keep your relationship going. You don't want him to get bored of you in that particular situation to the point that he got to go and have a variety of women's. Okay? So that was point number 2. Keep your relationship. Whatever way you started, keep it going. And that will help the relationship to grow. Now, I know when you get a little older, you know, you ain't going to be able to get to them all the time because y'all going to be tired. Y'all going to be taking naps and everything else. But make it romantic. Have it go. Make it enjoyable. Make it where that man want to rush home to his woman to be with her. Or that woman wants to rush home to her man to be with him. So, today we talked about relations. So, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not a warrior yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Then hit that notification button to be notified of all videos, along with share this video. Let them know what your girl is doing. Thanks for watching. Later.